We have some huge Pokemon leaks to talk about today, and it deals with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, we only have a little bit of information at this time, but what we do have is absolutely insane. So I cannot wait until we get the full details. Oh, this is going to be a good news story, guys. So from what we have so far, details coming from Cerebi, some new information has come out about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon via an interview with the Famitsu magazine, which has leaked on a Japanese blog. At present, the magazine is not out, so details may require further translation. And that in itself is interesting because it's kind of like Korokoro, but not really, just kind of showing, because like Korokoro, they kind of intentionally leak things before the magazine comes out most of the time. But with this, it was supposed to be in Famitsu magazine. It just kind of shows that whenever there's print media, you know, if someone gets their hands on it early, that information can find itself onto the internet. And then also, I don't know if it's a full leak or if it's just a partial leak. So at this time, we're still waiting on translations to get the full interview. But it looks like this interview is already loaded with information about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm hoping a trailer's incoming, guys. Like, we have the Mimikyu Z move, so that needs a trailer. And then maybe some other details. Could get pretty crazy. It confirms that the game is further detailed than people believe, with there being further post-game story content than before, adding that it's far more in-depth than Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Platinum in terms of change, and that the story is twice that of Pokemon Sun and Moons. Now, Joe Merrick, he's been tweeting and ranting on Twitter for a while now that he can't believe it. I'm in the same boat. I can't believe that people think that that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is not going to be a massive game, that it's not going to bring enough to Pokemon Sun and Moon to warrant buying the copy. I recently did a video discussing that, and like it still blows my mind, because this is more. This is definitely going to be worth buying, because we already have new Pokemon, new Ultra Beasts, new gameplay features, and it's confirmed to be double the story than Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, some people are even getting upset about this, saying that, oh, there was too much story in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, too many cutscenes. Oh, you were handheld too much. I mean, there's still other features outside of that, like the Rotodex, like the, I'm not a huge thing of the Pokemon Photo Club, but I mean, there's still other features, Mantine Surf. Once you get through the story, there's the Ultra Wormholes. You can still do so much in this game, and there's just more compared to even other Pokemon titles. So it seems like it's going to be an expanded Delta chapter if we're comparing it to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Delta chapter didn't really double Oras's story, so I'm wondering how it's going to work with Pokemon Sun and Moon, because the trials have been confirmed. It's not like we're doing something different and then this is going to be our primary story. It seems like this would actually be enough of a game story for an entire Pokemon game outside of the trials, outside of everything else that's going on. And we even have Mina's trial confirmed as well, so we have all 8 trials. And I wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to do all the trials, then this happens? Is this going to interrupt the story? Or is this going to be post-game like the Delta chapter, to where you've technically beaten the game, you technically have a lot of access to things, but this just adds a bit more, you know? Awesome story, more legendary Pokemon, more gets added in. It also states that catching and training Pokemon will have elements to make it easier to obtain compared to Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think this is just hinting at the Rotom Dex, or the Rotodex, like, yo, we have Rotodex, it's going to be some really nice quality of life. I mean, we have EXP powers, so that means hyper training becomes easier through that. We have, like, hatching Pokemon eggs. We have wild Pokemon encounters. I think there was also something that increases the level of encountered wild Pokemon. So if that works for SOS, and that means even more experience, and maybe I think there was also something that makes rarer Pokemon easier to find. So I think it just makes it easier to obtain Pokemon, and not necessarily that there's going to be something else like hyper training or something else that makes getting competitive Pokemon absurdly easier, because I disagree with that sentiment. Like, you know, I think the biggest problem with hacking is that unless you make it free, unless you clone Pokemon Showdown and then put it into a game for using on the battle spot or using in, like, VGC or official competitive play, people are going to cheat the game, and people are going to complain if it takes more than 5 minutes to get a competitive Pokemon. That's just going to happen no matter what. I think we can see this because compared to the 4th and 5th generations, 6th and 7th gen have been some of the easiest to obtain for competitive Pokemon. Like 6th generation buffing the Destiny Knot, that made breeding easier than it's ever been. Same with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, now going to Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, hatching and getting high IV Pokemon is easier now than ever before, and people still complain. People still turn to hacking in an absurd amount, and then they defend it. They defend hacking, they defend cheating, because they don't want to spend more than 5 minutes to kind of work on training Pokemon that you use in the competitive scene. The amount of dedication is just ridiculous. So yeah, I don't think that this means that they're going to fully remove that for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I don't really think there's anything to look forward to, because it's going to be what it is now, just slightly easier, slightly quality of life, and you know, we've already made it so easy at this point that the difference is probably going to be negligible for those older Pokemon fans, but it's still nice, you know. It still is going to be something better. The Rotodex, I'm looking forward to it. Enhanced O powers and then getting 2 Z moves for battle. It's pretty cool. So again, the features just keep adding up. It's definitely going to be worth buying this game. Also, if all this gets you interested in pre-ordering, link to the Amazon down below, guys. I want this game to be bigger than Pokemon Sun and Moon because I definitely feel that it has the opportunity to be that way. But as it stands right now, it seems like a third of the people that were hyped about Pokemon Sun and Moon are hyped about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's really sad to see how little faith there is going on. But then we have the biggest part, guys. It also confirms that you will encounter various legendary Pokemon through the Ultra Wormholes when you travel through portals on Solgaleo and Lunala, including legendary Pokemon, noting the possibility of Mewtwo. We'll bring more as it comes. This is why I want more information, guys. I want to see if that's like the possibility of Mewtwo. Why don't they say Mewtwo will be in there, or other big legendary Pokemon will be in there? I wonder if it's only going to be major box legendary Pokemon. I wonder if we're going to get like an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire kind of deal. I think that would be a little too quick. And that if anything, they should save this feature for Pokemon on the 2018 games for the Switch. Because with that, then that means now you have the Actually, that's actually really bad again, because depending on which Pokemon are available, that could screw up what we already have going for the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon VGC. One of the great things about the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon VGC is that there's no Clover Pokemon that are legendary, except for the Tapu. So that means no Landorus, none of the other things that were kind of making VGC awkward and messy. And I said in that video, like, as long as Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon doesn't do what Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did, we won't have to worry about that. So hopefully it's only the big legendaries. Hopefully legendary trios, those stay transfer only, and maybe they get re-released in 2018, because that does mess things up quite a bit, doesn't it? But it's also still huge at the same time, because we've already seen the Ultra Wormhole stuff. So if this goes even deeper than all the Ultra Beasts and all the Ultra Dimensions, and maybe even new Ultra Beasts, then that means there could be legendary Pokemon encountered through this way. And it does feel very reminiscent of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I think that adds another layer of fun. That's more gameplay. That is a way that drives people to the games. But hopefully it's only forbidden legendaries. If it's that, I'd be very happy with it, because being able to get forbidden legendaries so easily makes it really nice for competitive play, but also doesn't ruin VGC at the same time. So we'll see how that happens. And then in addition to this, Pokemon Company International and Nintendo have put out English version of the story trailer that was aired on Ohasuta a few weeks ago. And guys, this trailer is incredible. If you haven't seen the Japanese trailer, I recommend you check out the Nintendo trailer, because, and I'm not going to show it on my channel, because I don't want a copyright strike, and 2, I don't want to be talking over it. You guys just need to go full screen, blast the music, and then just enjoy. This is like a cinematic trailer. This is pure epicness. This is what got me even more hype than I already was about Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. This got me more hype than I was about Pokemon Sun and Moon, because it's so amazing. The music really sets it, and then yeah, there's great detail and great cutscenes and stuff. But what I will show is that, guys, this isn't the, I mean, I was going to try to jump ahead, but, you know, this isn't. This is taking a long time. The Alola, and that says, "You thought you knew." And I think we've already had that confirmed, guys. You know, that's been in trailers for a while. We're already seeing that there's so much more information, so much more story depth. But yeah, like, if you, and I love that. I hope that that is intentional marketing for all the haters out there, for all the non-believers. You know, it's like, nah, you're wrong. If you think game isn't worth buying, you're wrong. If you thought Pokemon Sun and Moon was bad and that this is just going to be a rehash of a bad game, you're wrong. This is not the Pokemon Sun and Moon you thought you knew. This is going to be bigger, badder, and better. So please buy our games. You know, I feel that that's another aspect to this that just, I know I'm repeating myself. People are probably frustrated with me at this point, but I think we just really need to drive it into these people, these dense mofos, that this game is, there should be as much hype about it as we did with Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And if this game is incredible, that means the faithful shall be rewarded, and then we have more hope for Pokemon 2018 on the Switch. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then we also have this coming out of Paul Ryan. Gotta wonder, UBs are classified in the Pokemon page, so there'll be new content guaranteed in the remaining slots reveal. This is coming from the official Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Japanese website, so pretty much this website, just the Japanese version, has slots for coming soon. Could have some pretty cool reveals in here, and we don't really know what it is. This is the reason for my earlier tweets and why I don't think we should be dismissive of new Alolan forms being a possibility. I mean, that's a lot of coming soon, guys. Like, I can understand one coming soon, like, ooh, that could be a little fancy, but we have 2 for the next 30 days until Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon comes out. Or is it 31 days because October? Whatever. You know, we've got some big bad stuff hiding behind some question marks, and then we still have a lot of merchandise. A lot of the merchandise reveals are still shrouded in mystery. So it could be new Pokemon, new Ultra Beasts, even new, like, even more going on right here, and potential Alolans. If we get Alolans, that's going to change everything. And again, I think it is the most plausible thing to do. With everything that we've seen so far, Game Freak throwing legendaries into Ultra Wormholes, expanding on the story, they had to have considered that, well, we create a Alolan Pokemon, and it technically gives us the veil that any Pokemon at any time can just adapt to the Alola region, making a regional variant. So that'd be a nice little feature if we got that. Maybe even, actually, we already see this right here, so not even more on the Z crystals. I don't even know what could be there. Cool. I can't even guess all the neat features that are going to be coming to Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that we don't even know about right now. This last month better be just packed with news. Better just be filled to the brim, and then we get, like, hype like we've never seen before into an amazing game, and then next thing you know, the game lasts till March. Boom, we get Pokemon Switch 2018 in April, and then life's good for a while. Especially as a PokeTuber, where I'm making a living off of this. Watch my views, or watch my videos, like, comment, subscribe. Share this with all your friends, please. If you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.